Hello, happy Friday, everybody. Can't wait for the weekend. It's been a long week. I think because we've been so spoiled with the amount of bank holidays here. And I've been on some leave as well, annual leave. So, yeah, it's sort of, this is my first week back doing like a 4 weeks work, and it certainly feels it. But yeah, I'm just doing a quick catch up to let you know how my living room is going. I've just had my handyman turn up to put some new skirting on for me. He's got to come back to finish it off though, because until the hearth goes down for the new fireplace, we don't know how big that's going to be. The surveyor from the fireplace company is supposed to be coming today as well, but so far they've not shown up. I don't know what time they're supposed to be coming. If it gets any later, I might just give them a quick call. But yeah, so he'll have to come back to finish off the bit of skirting around the chimney breast, and he's also got to come back anyway because he's going to be fitting some new boxing in for me for the pipes to hide the radiator pipes. Oh dear. So yeah, do you know, I can't even remember when it was I last spoke to you guys and did a video. I went to Wales for my goddaughter's wedding. I can't remember if I've mentioned that or not. Managed to get a little bit of sun whilst I was there because the weather was absolutely glorious. It was really, really nice. And yeah, I got this hoodie, my North Wales hoodie, Wildlife Trust. And yeah, it's just to show you the update on the living room really. He also managed to fit a picture up for me, which I bought last year. I think I may have even shown it to you in one of my old videos. And since last year, I've not had it up on the wall. Because bless my dad, he tried to put it up for me and he got one of the screws in the wall, like drilled a hole, but then he went to drill the second hole and he could not get it in for love nor money, would not go in. I don't know why, but it wouldn't. So ever since then, since last year, I've just had these two holes in my wall and a pencil line from where he was doing the spirit level across my wall. And to be honest, I've just gotten used to seeing it. But I thought, you know what, it's about time I get that sorted because I bought this lovely picture and it hasn't gone up. So I'll just show you that quickly. But yeah, finally managed to get that up. The one with the little birdies on it. Much better and much less of an eyesore than having two screws and a pencil line. So yeah, he's just done that for me. And the thing is when you're a handyman, or well, not even a handyman, just someone who's capable of I mean, I'm rubbish when it comes to DIY, but something like that, it's like a 2-second job for people that can do it. But for someone like me, it's like, I can't do things like that, but I wish I could. But anyway, I'll show you the living room. All of the plaster has now dried. Makes a massive difference. Look at my lovely garden. I need to get my gardener to come out because my lawn is getting really, really long. He's been on holiday, but he's supposed to be back now, so I need to get on the phone to him and ask him to come and cut my lawn because it's getting a bit ridiculous. But yeah, look at all my lovely roses that have come out, and my hot lips, my salvia, and my irises, and that yellow stuff over there, that's called loose strife. That looks gorgeous in a vase. Last year I took some cuttings of it and put it in a vase, but there's no point at the moment because I ain't got nowhere to put any of it. I have no living room to put a vase. But yeah, all of the plaster is now dry. That is where the serving hatch was, and you can just make out the outline of it. There is actually a tiny settlement crack that is starting just there, but I mean you're gonna get stuff like that. So yeah, my wall lights will be going there, and yeah. Luckily the ceiling didn't need to be overboarded in the end. I was worried it would have to be because of the huge crack that was running along all the way over there, but he managed to tape it up and use some big screws to sort of, basically got these big screws and really long ones, and you drill them up into the joist and it sort of pulls the ceiling back up to level it off, and then he taped it and then yeah, plastered over the top, so that's all sorted. But yeah, the only thing is the chimney, because there was no point in plastering that because obviously I'm having it all refurbished. So but yeah, handyman's just been today. The only bit of skirting that was missing was along here. but it kind of, the original skirting went along here and then sort of finished about here. But the problem with that is that you then see a join line there between the new bit and the old bit. So it made sense just to have a whole new piece so that I don't end up with like a join line in a weird spot. Because really you want the join lines being in the corner. So it just made sense to replace the whole thing. So that's all been done, and he's left that bit loose at the moment, and then the bit on the other side of the chimney breast is also a new piece, but that, again, that's loose at the moment. And then, yeah, until we know where the new half is going to come to, well, then he'll come back, and that's a spare bit of skirting, and he can use that then to sort of do new bits either side of the half. And then the other thing he's got to do is box in these pipes. So yeah, that's the last remains of the old wallpaper behind there. It just goes to show you how long the wallpaper's been on for, because these pipes, they're obviously not original. They come down and then go through the wall and then come out the other side for this radiator. But obviously this is the extension. So the room would have, the original living room that obviously ended here, would have been wallpapered long before the extension was done, and then the extension was done, they had to bring new pipes down from the loft. So they couldn't get that wallpaper off, but it doesn't matter because it's all being boxed in, so it's all getting there. I've been feeling a bit crap this week. I'm stressed, and you know, you can't help that when you're doing something like this, but it's just, it feels like it's dragging. It's been ages, and I knew it was going to be a long old slug because I didn't get a property maintenance company in who could have just come in and done everything all within the space of a couple of weeks, but it was just so expensive. So it was better for me to project manage it myself and then just get different trades in. But I mean, it still ended up being expensive. It was never going to be a cheap job. But yeah, it's, the mess is getting to me now. I'm just grateful that I've got my office, my home office that I have, my chair in and my telly, and in the evening I've got somewhere, just a little sanctuary where I can go and just shut the door, watch telly, and just ignore the chaos. But everywhere's just filthy. And I feel like there's no point in cleaning because with different trades coming in and out, it's just like my hallway floor is filthy, my shower room is filthy, everything is filthy, and I just feel dirty all the time. I'm just desperate to clean. And then you just start losing motivation and you think, oh God, I just can't be bothered, what's the point? Because this is going to get dirty. So I'm just living in amongst all the dirt, and it's driving me nuts. And then I've also not felt very well this week. I've got an eye infection. It's actually a lot better today, but in this eye, I had an eye infection. I don't know if it's actually going to show up on camera, but my bag's under my eyes. Basically, this bit of skin under here was swollen, and like, it's not really as noticeable now, but it was swollen out more than this side. It was like really red and just driving me, it was so itchy, it was driving me crazy. And then yesterday I thought it was spreading because my other eye has not felt good either, and I felt quite nauseous last night, so I had a bit of an early night. I might just be a little bit run down. But yeah, I just can't wait for all this to be over. But I'm also excited because I know it's going to be good. Decorator is starting on Monday. I didn't expect the plaster to dry out as quickly as it's done, so that was a bit of a shock. I left a good sort of 10 days between the plastering and the decorating. Because this is a room that doesn't get a lot of sun and it's a big room, I thought it would take a long time to dry out because it's dark. But my plasterer said to me, it's actually the opposite. He said the bigger the room, the quicker they take to dry because of the air circulation. So I thought, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense actually. So, but yeah, it was dry within about 4 days. So, but yeah, he's starting on Monday, the decorator. So yeah, he'll be doing everything except obviously the fireplace. And then next Friday, because I am going to ring the company in a minute because I don't know where the surveyor is. He's supposed to be surveying this bloody fireplace. But next Friday is the first fix. Like, so they're knocking it out, they're smashing it all out and levelling off the floor around the hearth and putting a new lintel in for me and doing all of that. So I'm calling that like the first fix. And then the following week, I'm having the floor screeded And then 2 days after, because the screening takes about, well, you can walk on it within a few hours, but you really need to leave about 24, 48 hours for it to cure fully. But you can walk on it in a couple of hours. But I'm having the floor screeded, and then 2 days later, the fireplace company are coming back to then finish the fireplace. So by then, so basically in two weeks today exactly, my room will be painted except the fireplace. And my stove will be in. The hearth will be in, the stove will be in, the lintel will be in, it will all be done. And then it's just a case of making good the actual chimney breast. So then my plaster will be coming back to plaster just the chimney breast, because that's the only bit that is still looking like that at the moment. So he will be coming back to replaster all of this. Then my decorator's got to come back to redecorate it. And by then the pipes would have been boxed in. So then my decorator can box, the handyman is boxing in the pipes, and then my decorator will be able to paint the boxing in, and at the same time that he comes back to paint this. Yeah. And then the carpet will then be going in a few days after that, and then I'm going away again. Just come back from Wales, and then I'm going to Scotland. Can't remember if I've said that, but I am going to Scotland. I'm really looking forward to it because I've never been. So yeah, it's all ended up being perfectly timed. It's ended up going on longer than I originally thought, but I've just scraped getting it done before I go away, which means that I won't actually be around to enjoy it. Literally, it will be done, and then I'll be leaving. But the way I've got to look at it is it's something nice to come home to. I shall be coming home from Scotland to a nice finished living room. My cats will end up enjoying it more quickly than I will. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys are all doing well, and yeah, I'm sorry, I know I haven't done any other types of videos lately. It's just I wanted to get this all done, and at the moment this is the only sort of thing I can really show you is my renovation stuff, because I don't even have the space for buying any more stuff at the moment. Once my living room is done, I might be able to do a video of like new things that I've bought for the living room. But right now I just need to concentrate on this, so apologies if any of you are finding this boring, but yeah, this is my content right now, so take care guys and have a lovely weekend. Speak soon.